Hello. Hi there. It's Sunday afternoon. It's about 1 p.m. Yeah, it's about 1 p.m. And I realized that I'd forgotten to show you this in last week's vlog. It came in the mail, I think like Thursday or Friday or something. I thought that I would like to try a see-through mask. And it's not going so well, as you can see. Yeah, it's Sunday afternoon. As you can tell, just took a shower. And what I'm going to do is, I think I'm going to work on my fancy shawl, finally. I wanted to finish my girls' belts yesterday, but I couldn't because my back was on fire. And it's not fully better, but it's a lot better today. So I feel like I can work now. Yeah, that was absolutely pitiful. I was about to go and work on the fancy shawl, but I wanted to make the last weekly vlog public real quick, and in that 2-minute span of time where I worked on my laptop to do that, my back was on fire again. So I know that I'm not going to be able to work on the shawl. My body doesn't want to let me do anything right now. I don't know what I did to my back. All I've been doing is just like crafting, so maybe it's just from doing too much of that. Either way, I do have a little lap desk right here. So I think I'll be able to pull off leather branding my kids' belts for their jingle dresses in bed with my heating pad. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to take it easy, which sucks because I have so much stuff I need to do. It's Monday afternoon, it's about 3 o'clock, and I've got some free time. Sorry, my dryer is on. I know that it always gives great background noise for my videos. But my back is still on fire. I did manage to finish my daughter's belts in bed. And I also got the 3rd shipment of jingles in the mail, so I put the remaining 13 on my daughter's jingle dress. So both of the dresses are finished. The dresses and their belts, completely finished. And what I have left to do are, I need to make my parents' moccasins, but I forgot to take their measurements when I was over there on Saturday. And I need to get going on my fancy shawl regalia, but my back is not allowing me to do so right now. So what I'm going to do is something that I've been planning to do for a little while and just haven't done it, which is put some rainbow patches into some jean shorts. Now I don't have any jean shorts that I want to do this to, so I'm going to take some old pants that I never wear anymore, and I'm going to turn them into shorts. Once I turn them into shorts, then I'm going to put some rainbow patches into them, and I can do that all while sitting right here on my heating pad, which kind of sucks because it is so flippin' nice outside. It's really warm. The weather's just so nice. I think it's like 70 degrees out there right now, but I need to rest my back. It's got something wrong with it. So yeah, I'm gonna get going on this. Today is Tuesday. It's about 10:30 a.m. and I am getting ready to go to a doctor's appointment. First of all, I hope you enjoyed my shorts that I personalized. Noodles! My cat is right here. He sees something and his tail is going and he's knocking stuff over. Anyways. But yes, today is Tuesday, which also happens to be day 5 of my back being screwed up. Apparently I am an elder now. I first noticed the pain on Friday morning, which is after I had spent a few days working on the jingle dresses. Not just like sewing them and stuff, but clamping the cones onto the dress with pliers. So I'm kind of wondering if that was what really messed with my back slash shoulder. I don't know. But I am about to go out to the IHS and try and figure it out and get to the bottom because this sucks. Y'all, I'm wigging out. Okay, before I talk about that, let me just update you on the back slash shoulder. I went to the doctor and neither of us know what's going on still. He said maybe I pinched a nerve or maybe just from some repeated action while I was doing all that crafting last week, that maybe I just caused an irritation and inflammation and stuff. So I was prescribed a steroid for I think 5 days. And if the steroid doesn't work, then I might have to try like physical therapy or something. But he thinks that the steroid's going to work. Okay, so now that that's out of the way, my son is a man. I have a 10-year-old. He's going to be 11 later this year. And he outgrew his sandals last summer. And as today is the first warm day of, the first, maybe like the second or third. It's the first summer temperature day. Today was almost 80 degrees, which is hot summer here in Michigan. So naturally, I think, I better go get my kids some sandals. Since they outgrew the ones last year, I go to check my son's size and his shoes because I couldn't remember off the top of my head what his shoe size was. Size 7, right? I go to the boys section. Size 6 is the highest I can find. And I'm like, no. So I travel on over to the men's section. And that's where you can find size 7. He's still a boy. Why is size... On top of that, I could barely find any size 7 in any of the selections that they had. So if y'all are gonna make boys who wear size 7 have to shop out of the men's section, then stock the shit. Anyway, I'm just leaving, here we go. I'm just leaving Meijer. If you don't know what that is, that's the Midwest Walmart. It's just a little better. It's like, I like to say Meijer is like better than Walmart, but not as bougie as Target. Anyway, if you're curious, these are the sandals I got him. Some Adidas. I did not want to spend this much. You better wear these. You're welcome. I deserve a big fat hug and I love you, mama. Believe it or not, contrary to this bright sun here, it's almost 9 p.m. So I gotta get home. Back still on fire. And yeah, I'm gonna go. Woo! It is Wednesday, shortly after 5 o'clock. I'm about to leave work, go pick up my children, go home. I am still having my back issues. I've had a heating pad on my back all day still, even while sitting in my office chair. But I am feeling just a little more limber today. So I think that I might actually get going on some crafting and filming. The next thing that I need to make are moccasins for my parents. The same moccasins that I promised to them as Christmas gifts. It's now May. Number 1 daughter. In addition, I had planned to film a video for each of them. One for the moccasins for my mother and one for the moccasins for my dad. And that's just because I'm making different pairs for them. This is usually how this goes down.
And I noticed that one thing Penelope used to
I do crafts.
and it's a good thing Edna liked
And
floor food better.
mod the chat. Hey, it's Thursday evening at 8:30 p.m. and I self-admittedly did a terrible job vlogging today. I've been busy. I just haven't been recording any of it because I kind of suck. And it kind of makes me laugh because one of the comments that I received in my last vlog was, "Oh wow, you're really busy lately." And I'm like, this is my life. And I didn't even video everything that I did last week. There was a lot of stuff that I did last week that I didn't show. Anyway, I'm chilling in my room right now. I was just working on some moccasins for my mom, but I want to put some new strings on my guitar. I got to go to the music shop earlier and pick up some new strings. I got some 80/20 bronze. What's it called? Gauge 10. I'm still a beginner at playing guitar. I'm like not that great, so I'm getting a really low gauge. But before I can put these strings on this guitar, it already has 3 strings on there. It's got the 2nd, the 5th, and the 6th. So I picked up this thing, one of these. They're so cute. They help you wind the, I don't know all the verbiage for guitars yet. They help you deal with these. So I'm going to remove these strings and yeah, I'll catch up in just a second. Some of these are a little loose, so I'm just tightening them. But I got a little story time for you, I guess. Since I haven't been filming my activities very much, I can tell you about some of my activities today. So I'm going to start all the way back when, about 150 years ago. There's this old burial ground on my reservation. There is a huge white pine tree front and center on that burial ground. And against that pine tree lies a sign that tells the story about a grave that is right next to that tree. And that grave is an old chief that my tribe once had. And the tree was planted by his daughter after he died. I always kind of figured, you know, I'm probably related to these folks some way, somehow. That's just the way it is on the res, but never fully looked into it. Neither have I ever really fully looked into my family tree either. You know, there's just always issues with like colonization, the removal of our oral history that we've always kept, as well as just these things not being shared or passed down because, like, why? I don't know. But also people like me who are just like, oh, I have ancestors, I'm related to them somehow, but never actually seeking out to learn what are their names, you know, who did they marry, how many kids did they have. Just fast forward to a year ago, about a year ago, somewhere around there. I'm hanging out with my grandpa. And my grandpa tells me that he used to be able to draw, that he used to be this great artist, and he drew like portraits and things like that, but he quit drawing a long time ago, like around the 80s or something like that. And well, I have a tattoo here, you can't see it. It's of a necklace that my great grandmother gave me, who is my grandpa's mom, and I also have her writing on there. So I just thought that it would be a really great idea if I would do something similar for him, but instead of it just being like his writing, maybe my grandpa could draw me something. So I asked my grandpa, will you draw me anything? Anything. I don't care how simple it is. I don't care how detailed it is. As long as it's not a dream catcher, I will put it on my body. I will tattoo whatever you draw on my body. Now, I thought that perhaps He didn't want to, or maybe he forgot, because at the time that I asked him, he seemed a little reluctant, like, I don't know. Fast forward again to last week. My parents came over to my house just for a couple minutes or whatever, and they had my grandpa with them. And he was visiting with me, we were talking, and then he tells me, oh, by the way, I thought of a tattoo that I want you to get. So, not drawing me one, but he told me what he wanted me to get. And, well, first of all, he told me to get it right here. I was wearing a shirt with sleeves at the time, so I was like, Grandpa, I already have something right there. And he goes, well, whatever, just get it anywhere on your arm. And I've been wanting to cover this arm, a full sleeve. And so I'm going to get the tattoo right here and finish my forearm. But he tells me that I want you to get a tree. The branches signify your family. And then I finished a sentence and said, the roots signify our family roots. And he's like, yes, exactly. So today I'm trying to draw this tree. Now your girl can kind of draw. I'm not like super awesome drawer, artist, whatever. But I can draw a little. And I'm getting a little stuck on this tree. I'm just not sure how I want to draw it. You know, if I want to use colors, if I don't, if I want to detail the bark or if I don't, if I want to do a pine tree or an oak tree or whatever kind of tree. I'm not 100% sure how I want to do anything. I start sketching it and I'm still just hella unsure. And I end up talking to my friend about it, just telling him about it, you know, about the tattoo, about the story. And he tells me maybe you should look into picking, or maybe you should look into modeling your tattoo after an actual tree that is significant to you or your family or the community. So after like brainstorming and like throwing ideas back and forth, he suggests that tree that is at the old Indian burial ground, the one that was for that old chief. And I'm like, that's a very interesting idea. And I said, but I don't really know how that tree is significant particularly to me, but I'm interested in knowing. I would like to know. I stayed in my office after work. Like I clocked out, hung out in my office after work, at the time that I would normally like go on a walk or whatever. And I go down a rabbit hole. I look up that tree. I'm looking at pictures. I'm trying to figure out how I would draw this tree. And I discover the name of the chief that the tree is planted next to. And he is Chief John Waischke. And the tree was planted by his daughter, Eliza. And I start to get more curious about these people than I do about the tree, and I begin to look up their names. And what do I find is a whole ass rabbit hole. First of all, I have looked online for websites that offer me information about ancestry, and it's never worked out. As a Native person, there's no such thing as me finding a leaf on Ancestry.com. There just isn't. But I found a website that had Chief John Waischke on it, and it also listed his spouse, and it listed all his children. Now, I was probably looking into this for about an hour. This was a long, deep rabbit hole, and I discovered Chief John Waischke is my grandpa.
He's my great-great-great-great-grandfather. He's my fourth great-grandfather. He's my grandpa's great-great-grandfather. He's my great-grandfather's grandfather. He's my great-great-grandfather's father.
Anyway, Eliza, his daughter, who had planted the tree, is my aunt. It was her sister who is my grandmother. What I found on this website, which is very much like, I think it's familytree.org. It's very much like Ancestry.com. You click on the person's name and their individual profile comes up where it lists their spouse, their parents, their siblings, and their children, their immediate family, right? And every name on their profile is also a link to that person's individual profile. So when I clicked on Chief John's father, or when I clicked on Chief John's profile, his father was Ogima, which is chief. It's Ojibwe for leader. When I clicked on Grandpa Ogima, his profile, his dad was a chief. And I just kept clicking the dads and it was Chief Ogima over and over and over. And I realized I'm flipping royalty. I come from a long line of chiefs. It was probably a descendancy line where the oldest son took over the role of leadership. On top of that, I didn't know this part. My 6th grandfather, which would be Chief John's grandfather, came from Wisconsin. And all of the chiefs before him were Wisconsin chiefs. I counted back 15 generations. It went all the way back to 1548. And the only reason I couldn't go any further was because that's where the rabbit hole stopped. This chief, Gijigosekot, didn't have any parents listed. So basically that was just the extent to which this website had to offer. Yeah, that was the highlight of my day, is for one, learning that that tree isn't just like some chief. Because to me, that was kind of what it had always been. It's just this chief that I didn't know. I didn't know how he was like related to me in any way. And now I know that he's my grandfather. And now I discovered 15 generations of people that I've come from, and 10 of those generations are chiefs. I only went down the one line. I didn't have time to go down any other lines, but I did poke around just a little bit. I discovered that not only do I have people coming from Wisconsin, but I also have roots all the way up in Quebec. I can't imagine how many people descended from these people, and just like how wide this network is. It's flippin' nuts. I've never known anybody's name further back than my great-great-grandma Lydia and great-great-grandpa Henry. I even recorded the name of the person who put this information in here. They listed their email too. I kind of want to email them and be like, how did you find this? To 1548, how? Anyway, I got the strings almost put in there. I got them on the bottom. I just need to string them on the top and then tune the guitar, and she's ready to play. I'll be right back. Friday, 4 p.m. and I'm visiting the doctor again because it's been a week since I've been having back issues, and I only have 2 steroid pills left, and it's like nothing has changed. So let's see what she has to say. I just got an injection at the doctor's, and I'm just wondering, like, is it really that obvious? Is it really that obvious? It's not that obvious. Hi, it's Friday evening, almost 9 p.m. I did go to the doctor earlier, and she gave me a shot of Toradol and a rainbow sticker. They know June is around the corner, hey? And they also gave me a muscle relaxer in pill form. Unfortunately, I don't get to take it tonight because I didn't have time to wait for the prescription to be filled. So I asked my mom to get it, but I won't see my mom till tomorrow. So yeah, hopefully that works, because I actually this is the second doctor that I've seen at the same facility, and both of them are saying that if these remedies that they've given me, the steroid, the Toradol, which is like a pain injection shot, and the muscle relaxer pill, then I'm gonna have to do physical therapy at 30. Well, my birthday's coming up, so I'll probably be 31 before it starts, but still 31 years old, and I'm experiencing a bad back that I'm going to need physical therapy for. Anyway, as you can tell, I'm in my bathroom. I am in great need of a trim on my little side shaves here, so I only like to do that before taking a shower, because then I can just wash off all the little remnants of hair that come afterwards. So I'm going to do that. Hi, happy Saturday. It's about 2 p.m. and I'm walking out of the Lake Superior State University Norris Center after working for a Pfizer vaccine clinic for individuals down to 12 years old. Oh, it's so hot in here. Oh my God, I just need to sit here with like the windows open or the door open for a minute. Anyway, yeah, I'm just leaving this clinic. We just finished it. If you're wondering what I mean, I work in healthcare and I often work our vaccine clinics. Oh, what? It is 79 degrees and I'm dying. This northerner is dying. I don't know how you southern people handle anything that is higher than 79. Anyway, my kids are with their grandpa. So I'm going to go out to my parents and hang out there for a little while. Yo, it's Saturday evening. It's almost 10 p.m. I'm about to put the kids to bed, and then I have my muscle relaxer that the doctor prescribed me. So I'm gonna sign off this vlog now instead of later, because that muscle relaxer is apparently gonna put me to sleep. I will have another vlog next week. I will say that we're going camping next weekend, so I'm hoping to vlog the hell out of that. Until then, I'm going to sign off now. This vlog is hella long this time. It's mostly just because of that long story I told about finding out that I'm royalty. Anyway, I'm going to go, and I'll see you on the next one. Bama P. Guaman.